Hi, it's me, Pornogo. This is StarCraft Aftermath, created by Christopher Ang. Here we are with Map 2, Web of Intrigue. Let's get intrigued! While Terran factions continue to deal with pockets of renegade Zerg loose across multiple planets in the sector, Kerrigan begins to drown deeper in her struggle against the metamorphosis. Why is she struggling in a metamorphosis? As she fights to keep herself awake, her thoughts drift into the murky depths of her former life, reliving every pain and anguish she had once suffered. Ah, it's a flashback that we get exposited into by text. And while all of this seems to be out of her control, a sharp psionic call draws her undivided attention to a remote backwater planet near the Dylar system. On the planet's surface, Combine-funded militia and mercenary forces hold off swarms of Zerg coming from all directions, driven by Kerrigan's guardian Cerebrit, in an attempt to rescue itself from an ongoing Dominion Neuropsychic Weapons Research and Development Division experimentations. Holy shit, that was a mouthful. Yeah, this really, motorcycle. You can already tell what I'm going to say at the end of this. Kerrigan rushes to take command of the Cerebrit's forces and prepares for a decisive assault on the planet, unaware of the Dominion's attempts to discover the UED's bioweapons and neural drug technologies. Dominion's attempts to discover something that they already know exists? Yeah, I really don't understand the heavy focus on text that seems to bookend every individual map. It's not like there's enough content in each episode, in each mission, to like justify bookending with that, even if it does take me an hour to play because I'm bad at the game. Generally speaking, I would say that if you're going to try to have some sort of intriguing story, then it would be more intriguing to be, you know, just dumping us in medias res, as they say, in the middle of the action, and have us, like, basically infer, based on contextual clues, clever dialogue writing, you know, proper pacing, etc., how and what the circumstances are, you know, of the battle itself. And we can sort of reverse engineer based on the tech that's being used and the dialogue again, and, you know, just basically context clues that, you know, we can infer based on those what the setting actually is, and then pick up the pieces and figure out what's going on in the actual narrative. That would be more to the point and more interesting and a better experience than dealing with text, because we're not reading a book. So the Cerebrit is weak and disoriented. Muster its forces and carve your way through any and all opposition. Clear the area around the Cerebrit of any Terran forces. Yggdrasils can aid you in bringing more of the Cerebrit's off-world forces under your control. Capture the hatcheries and hives within the time limit to receive bonus units. Okay, why is there a time limit? So clear the area around the Cerebrit of any Terran forces. Send Yggdrasils to each of the beacons to receive bonus units. Okay, well, we have a whole lot of supply, and I guess we need to get our stuff. So it looks like these are... What the hell? What am I witnessing? Okay. Alright, so clearly we're meant to... Oh, there's some stuff over here, too. Okay. I feel like I'm not running at the fastest game speed, but whatever. Let's just send stuff over there. It doesn't seem like there's anything in our way. Over here, there's obviously stuff in our way, but we'll figure it out later on. Okay, let's go ahead and set stuff over here. Ah, maybe we should have waited until we were properly outfitted. Get them. Call them meanies. Yeah, I feel like maybe we should have waited before we rescued that, but that's fine. Now let's just back up a little bit. I'm getting irradiated. Oh, just my drone. Okay. I was not expecting there to be so much of an offensive. It's definitely a very eclectic situation at the beginning here, but whatever. Yeah, that should be fine. Just keep on keeping on. I don't understand what the fuck the deal is with all the vultures, but whatever. So why is there a time limit on the rescue of the hatcheries? Not that we really rescued much. I mean, I guess it'll be a useful foothold or something, but... Oh, okay, I can just build this somewhere. these units are still spinning. Yeah, I think that those units were all frauds. That they were all like spawned in order to patrol around and stuff. They have 3 weapon upgrades for some reason. So definitely not what I was expecting. Just more very bizarre design decisions that I really wasn't expecting. Okay, so go through that. Give me a Hydroden. Give me an Evolution Chamber. I didn't even bother checking to see what our upgrades are. This seems like more spawned-in junk. Especially since the AI is not like... hold on. Give it Dark Storm. Where's my Defiler? What the fuck is it doing? Where is it? Come on. There you go. That's all you had to do. Alright. Classic. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Not much, evidently. I don't know why they have so many tanks, but... Your insistent denial has delivered me into the hands of these Terrans, while you waste precious time nurturing the dying strands of your host. Unnamed Cerebrate. Is this just more... Like, why are you interrupting game flow anyways? This is really bad. To just stop me in the middle of playing. While you linger fascinated by your pain and anguish, the Terrans threaten to corrupt the designs for which the Overmind has bound us so. Yes, we were conceived and bound together, our beings intertwined, though yet unjoined for this very purpose in which you are coming to fulfill. Yeah, I'm zoning out, man. I don't give a shit about any of this. Because of the way that it's interrupting game flow. Like, this is not being presented properly. In your hollow satisfactions feeding upon her weakness as you refuse to turn and accept the urge calling you to take what is not rightfully yours. The fact that it's also written in such a flowery manner makes it impossible to digest. There's no voice acting, so I have to sit here and try to, like, read it out loud for the sake of the recording, but also attempt to soak it in the middle of trying to consider what my next gameplay move is going to be. The key to unleashing what the Overmind has carved in you is facing dissolution. Yes, I am the key. To the end of all things, perhaps, you fucking Zeratul idiot. But I fear that you are still too young to comprehend all of this, and you leave me no choice but to force the broods to my defense. See, I don't know what any of this means. What is the... Foolish Cerebrate, you dare. Ugh, arg. I can break free from the chrysalis at will. What is happening and why am I still in a cutscene? Then you must struggle with me now. Come, for our time is short. I still feel the swarms, yet the Cerebrate's mind seems to have grown stronger as well. I will play along with whatever game this is you're playing at, Cerebrate, but when I set my foot on that planet... I don't understand what this Cerebrate has to do with anything. Enough banter, Kerrigan. I tire of your human ways. I tire of being paused, staring at you. Cerebrate is taunting me for some reason. Go fuck yourself. Come on, get out of this. But these Terrans obviously want something from it. Yeah, listen. I want to press the escape button. And it seems to be telling the truth. Though there's nothing I could possibly lose. Why is Kerrigan delivering one line at a time? This isn't a fucking Discord chat. Like, fucking put your shit in a paragraph or tell it properly. This hesitation I have. You can't fucking present a story like this. This is awful. I'm not reading a book. If it has what it's claiming to have, then I must have it. What is that? That is a sentence. If I had really unconsciously driven the Cerebrate here. Comma, ... No. Oh, I know. The quotes are just covered by the meta. Maybe because these Terrans need to be here and eradicated. Maybe. It's the wrong way to spell eradicated. Ugh, arg. Listen, this is just flame knives. You gotta stop this. Alright, everyone on this planet will die this day. No. Alright, so then you don't, like, the Cerebrate is desperate and will try to regain control of its broods. Watch your units closely. Oh, I can't wait for that. That sounds so exciting. I just hit the stop key by accident. Yeah, I'm definitely completely turned off here, man. This is very much the opposite of what should have been done. Oh, I could have just, Why? What the fuck is going on with the tanks, man? Alright, well, let's just, I guess we're just restarting. I am, yeah, very much in opposition to everything about this, basically. There's, like, not a single thing, I don't think, that was executed properly with this mission so far. So, there you have it. That's my review. Like, obviously you were... Wait, oh, these units are just patrolling here. I think. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is, like, beyond confusing. I don't know. Nothing makes any sense. Nothing is being properly communicated. I guess we can put something over there. The tank spam as well was pretty fucking annoying. I guess I'll have to drop ultras on it or something. I don't know where all of these are coming from either. Maybe I should go for a different first hatchery. I mean, it seems like this one is just entirely a joke. Thanks, Vulture. Them having so many weapon upgrades at the beginning of the map is also really confusing and doesn't make any sense. I just saw a Vulture kill a fucking Ultralus. Okay, bye. Why are they... That is so ridiculous. Very silly. Alright, well, I'm not gonna push out until I actually have a need to. Since, once again, I've been punished for early action on top of it. Yeah, the narrative feels pretty fucked, but the fact that there's that much of a focus on it at all is obviously pretty fucked. These units are just being spawned, I guess? I don't know. They're being manually ordered around for some reason. But I can't tell what's happening with them. Ay, ay, ay. One of these. Do that. It's also very strange that this is the... Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Stop it. Yeah, what a bizarre situation to do. What a very like, I don't know, even understand the like the motivation behind the decisions, or like what the intention was. So I can't even properly yeah, I don't know. I can't properly critique this, I don't think. This is pretty tough a tough ask. more mineral income here. We definitely don't have a lot. Well, we have something anyways. I guess I'll prioritize Carapace for the time being. What the fuck? Would you fucking load the unit, please? What the fuck are you even supposed to do to this? What a ridiculous fucking experience. This is like the only mineral income I have. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll restart again. I have no fucking idea what I'm supposed to be doing. We don't actually get that many units when we rescue those hatcheries or whatever, so our base layout is pretty awful. So that's another situation. I don't know why we have less larvae in this area too. Kind of hamstrings our early ability to do anything. There's just a lot of, you need a lot of prior map knowledge. The map's not difficult, it's just cheap. So you need a lot of prior map knowledge to properly understand what's happening. So I guess we're not really supposed to use that as a foothold at all. Yeah, I need a spawning pool for a hatchery. I mean a hydrolism. Okay. What am I witnessing? Yeah, this is like way worse than the previous mission, and the previous mission was nothing pretty. So I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what's, when the death knell is gonna come in and it's gonna be like, a bunch of air units or something. Trying to rush to, lurker aspect, but I don't think I'm gonna make it there. Time, yeah, marine nonsense is already here. There's no melee units over there. There, we got one Zergling. That's fine. Oh, I guess they don't have infantry upgrades, they just have vehicle upgrades. So, more inconsistency. Alright. Yeah, we definitely need the early lurker aspect. That's pretty much non-negotiable. Can't believe it. Let it get away. And then the fact that my units just will apparently randomly get taken control of on top of it. Like, it's just so many gimmicks layered everywhere. Maybe if this gave money or something. I don't know. There's like, it's unsalvageable. It's just fucked. This is such a ridiculous. This is such a ridiculous map. Yeah. I guess you need to rush air. It seems to be the only way to win. Jesus Christ. Alright, ignore minerals from here. We're just gonna be going air. I'll grab some shit, but... Wowee. Maybe if we didn't have to deal with quite so many spawned units in the early game, but if we have to deal with spawned units at all, it's not even an RTS, so... It's just a fucking real-time tactical. Why is the Why? Why do they do this? It's so ridiculous. Yeah, none of this is none of this is good. It's all shit. Everything is super common sense to me at this point, so I doubt I'll be much more useful than what I've already said. Stop it. I don't know. I don't feel like you have that much gas anyway. Why isn't... These units came earlier this time. At least it feels like it. It's probably not true though. Psychotic. Ay. Alright. Well, I think we've pretty adeptly gotten rid of those. We need to get a lot of mutas out though, and I don't even know if we're going to be able to. I don't think the spire is even going to be done by the time we need it to be. And I guess we can transfer drones over here. Not looking good. I'm just gonna try to macro as hard as I can here. No, I probably should. Another hatchery. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright, we're transferring into muta production now. I think these drones will be enough. I hope these drones will be enough. Some of these doodads are probably blocking our ability to mine. And I guess if the tanks do come through here, we'll have vision in advance. I don't know, man. We don't have a good track record of using mutas in this project so far. But we'll see what we can do. Let's Probably too many. This is just a mess of fucking drones, Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's the tanks. Just fly up here and kill them all. I don't know what the fuck that was, but alright. Oh, it just ordered all of my units to... What a stupid fucking mechanic. That's really your answer, huh? What a stupid idea. Cerberus just killing his own, like, he's killing his own chances by doing that. I don't know, man. So it doesn't even make sense as, like, a disruption tactic or whatever. Alright. Well, there's the, answer to that gimmick. We still don't have a real way to fire back yet. Probably take a... Oh, we're getting arrested. Actually, that's a fire truck. We're on fire! Guys, we're on fire! LOL. Some overlords. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's not too much that I can say that would be constructive. At this point, you know, I guess maybe we're getting somewhere closer to a groove, but I'm not convinced just yet. We've got to find out where a lot of their attacks are coming from and see what we can do to get rid of them. But of course the AI is probably running the same stuff that it was running earlier. Go ahead and order up Carapace. We're gonna need it. Try to keep our Mutalisks alive for as long as possible. Oh, okay, well. Remember when I said that? Oh my god. What a fucking joke. Protectorate having UAD technology, by the way. Alright. I really don't understand why that's the mechanic that everybody thought was going to do it. Aye. Alright, well hopefully we don't run into those fucking things again. I guess we will need to get a Hydra den after all. Get some Hydra upgrades. We're pretty low on gas as expected, so... basically stuck doing this goofy shit. My Mutamicro is pretty bad if I don't have my failsafes. Not even using these factories, pretty reasonable. I wonder if they're even, they're not even mining over here either, for that matter. Okay, let's grab some basic level shit. I guess we can evacuate this area pretty easily. I'm glad that there's a vulture flying around like a moron. Like a Mongo. Alright. Wait, these tanks you used... Oh, the spawned player is a different player. That's even more fucking confusing. Now I have no idea which player I'm looking at. That's pretty psychotic. Alright. Where's that tank? I don't even know where it is. Alright. That doesn't matter too much, I guess. We'll just fly over here. Gonna get my Hydras, get them range, and then we'll probably move into this area and wipe this out because we know that there's a billion units. Come on, I already gave you an order. There's like a fucking delay on it or something. It's pretty great. What the fuck? I already ordered all of these units. Okay, I guess they don't give a shit. Is there a legendary one tank attack? Pretty spooky, actually. Alright, so we're gonna get a hive out of this. Oh, didn't even see that. Somehow. Okay. So we'll try to keep that in check as best we can. Alright. Let's get these Hydras out of here. Wow, some serious psychosis. Oh, well, that was a little misplaced, I guess. That was missile attacks. Whatever, we'll just send this stuff up here. Oh yeah, I should probably get the Ultralisk upgrades. Well, I have no gas over here, so... Great. Just more minerals. Did I just get irradiated? No. Whatever. If I could find the source of the heavily upgraded units, that would be something. Okay, and then those units just leave? Like, what the fuck is even going on at this area? I think there's like one other... I don't know. Wait, do I have to get to the Cerebrate before the time runs out? I don't think so. I think this is the only other one, so I'll just grab this. Oh. Okay. Completely unreasonable, by the way. But whatever. So, really? You just gimmicked me a bunch of units? This is such a ass-backwards... Like, I can't even feel like I did anything here. So the answer was just to complete the bonus objectives or die, basically. Alright, that's it. Upload complete. We have to leave now. Compliments from Emperor Minsk, Edward. Jason. Not anymore, Doctor. Ha 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 ha. What the fuck is happening? Why am I getting paused again? I knew you'd be smarter, Edward. Always. What? Where did all my Hydras go? What the fuck? It's fucking Valkyries with 2 ship armor. Good luck. I thought the bonus units we were receiving were actually related to the factions we were rescuing or whatever. Clearly that's not the case. If there was any way to indicate, like, what was doing what here, that would be really nice. Whatever, it basically helps me at this point, so... What did I have to do? Bring an Yggdrasil over here or something? Oh. Great. Whatever. Oh man, what? Why is there a... That's not allowed. What the fuck? These units are so bugged. Just, I don't even know where they're coming from, but new ones are spawning, it seems. Psychotic. Whatever. I've cleared the area. Where's my fucking... Oh, maybe my Yggdrasil's all died. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, more of them are just spawning from somewhere, I guess over here. That's pretty embarrassing. Gimmick? Stop fucking center viewing me! The Cerebrit's growing weak. Why did she say I? Very well. If it's dying, I might as well finish the job personally. Oh, I have to bring Kerrigan there instead of an Yggdrasil? But do I have to? Why do I feel alive just thinking about it? What am I reading? This is some serious fanfiction, man. Okay, escort the, yes. Yeah, whatever. Look at the spawns of these units. Holy shit. That is some real psychosis. Yeah, just attack move to here, man. The fact that this shit is happening without any indication to the player either, it's like, oh yeah, you know. Whatever. I got one to burn down. That's all that matters. This daring stunt amuses me, Cerebrit. Units are still spawning in the top right. I have only spared your life because you never questioned my authority, but this. You've literally drawn me out of my patience. What is that? That's not the meaning of that word. Wrong, Kerrigan. And then he was a Protoss the whole time or something goofy. Though the meaning of your actions have eluded you. Comma. Dot dot. Why comma dot dot? It's a very foreign thing to do. The assurances you took from them were more than enough reason to preserve me. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any of these words. For I would guard your inheritance until the transformation is made complete. It is only now that you look to set the blame. Only now that you have shamed yourself. Dude, this is really cringy. Like, nothing here makes any sense. This is all this dialogue. Like, I don't know what are you even getting at? You know, I don't have to take this from you. Like, characters are speaking in foreign fucking tongues. I could simply kill you right here with these. Indeed, it is only natural that you cling to the rationalizations of your human host. Oh my god. I can't look at this. But you will soon cease to interfere with your progress. Comma dot dot. Comma dot dot. My man, comma dot dot. And what you must take now will soon be whole in you. This is a very sexual engagement. Yes, it will guide you and clear your mind of the many doubts that trouble you. And the storms shall be whole again. You know this to be true. I don't even know what that means. You're just speaking in gibberish. Like, nothing you say actually has any meaning. It's just contrived bullshit. I also know that when I consume you, you'll live on through me. This is... this is homo. Everything is yours, Kerrigan. Nothing can ever truly resist you. It is your birthright. I don't think that's... very well, sir. But... amazing how you pleasure yourself wallowing in her human justifications. They... if that's how you want to see it. Hyphen, hyphen, exclamation point. From the most primitive impulses to the most sophisticated thoughts of the Overmind, every design, drive, and purpose begins to reveal a truth which Kerrigan, yet unfit to fully comprehend such a vast and stretching collection of knowledge, chooses to set aside. F. Press F to pay respects. What a travesty. Shaken by the very reason of the Overmind's quest to consume all life and the prospect of a greater power orchestrating the fates of entire civilizations, Kerrigan begins a search for answers buried and laden over ancient stones and cryptic symbols as a ghost of her former humanity grows to embody a new form of meaning and purpose. There is no purpose. Despite the impending defeat apparent in her struggle, torn between what she will eventually understand and those of which she can now only feel in the smallest of hints, Kerrigan refuses to return to Char and instead steers all the broods she can muster with her sights set straight on Korhal. What? What a what a bizarre way to tell a story, man. Great. So when I say something is shit, when I say something is bad, when I'm talking about something that's not good in some way, what I mean is not... like, people seem to think it's just opinion or whatever. I'm talking about, like, objectively, this is a really bad way to tell a story. It's a very inefficient way. If you don't like the good and bad word because you think that's too subjective, look at it from the sense of efficiency. What is the intention of the developer? If it's to confuse me, then this is a great campaign so far, because none of the story makes any sense. It's all 100% confusing. But I'm assuming that's not the intent. I'm assuming the intent is to tell a cogent, coherent story. So far, nothing like that. And it's presented in the worst way possible, where none of the story is represented in the gameplay itself. And much like the previous campaign we played, Echoes, by Tippereth, this campaign is basically forcing players, especially in this mission, it was very obvious, players just have to sit there and wait for the story to catch up before they can play the game anymore. It's very disparate. Like, you're separating the storytelling from the gameplay, when gameplay is a storytelling tool. And storytelling in a game should only augment the gameplay itself. It should only be there to serve as a way for people who are trying to get immersed and try to get invested to easier and better, like, understand the stakes and stuff. Like, it should all complement itself. It's not something that has to be separate. Like, you think of really, like, high-stakes situations, like the death of the Overmind or something. I don't know, like, pick any big event in StarCraft. Now, figure out how you can make it so that the gameplay being really challenging and large-scale can tell you a story of how trying and grueling the experience is at the end of the day. And so, like, that's, like, a very obvious way where the gameplay being really difficult and really hard to break through is a very obvious way to, like, communicate to the player, hey, this battle is the shit. Like, you are really stuck in. You are gonna have to really play well above your level to win, or, you know, you're gonna have to play competently to win. You can't be a pushover. There's not like this isn't an easy battle. It's a difficult battle, and you know, just the battle being difficult is what's going to communicate to the players, hey, this is a difficult battle for the characters as well. And so that actually adds to the immersion, doesn't detract from it. And of course, when you get into how that difficulty is presented in a gameplay sense, then you can objectively decide, hey, does this play by the same rules as StarCraft? Is this an RTS campaign? And so far, this is not one. It's just all these spawned units and, you know, fucked up AI and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of really confusing things about all of the gameplay, the pacing and stuff, and the fact that it's playing second fiddle to the story, and it's very ancillary to the story. That's pretty bad. That's like Babby's first mistake when it comes to this stuff is like trying to make it so that the story is told. Like my priority is a story. Well, then you're in the wrong field. Like, tell a good story by way of, you know, using gameplay as that storytelling tool. Not fucking whatever this is, where you're just sidelining the gameplay until the story can finish. You know, you've checked that box for this map and told this what story you wanted to tell in this map. Like, it all has to work together. And so that's sort of like, I don't know how much of this is just reiteration from the first mission, but I felt like this mission was way worse than the first mission in the fact that it didn't really allow me to ever get into a gameplay groove, even after I get past all of the stupid nonsense of spawned units and units with AI with upgrades that have the same color as another AI with different upgrades. There's 4 fucking teal AI in this map. I don't know how many of them were actually active. I don't know how many of them I fought, but it was all psychotic. It was all crazy. The spawned Valkyries, the fact that they didn't just organically defend, like, there's very easy to do. Even before you have all of these new tools for AI that came in. This exact mission could have been done way better with just a couple of custom AIs running and, you know, prioritizing certain upgrades or whatever, but making it so they didn't have such a ridiculous advantage at the start of the mission for no reason. This mission had some potential in the fact that you have this, like, renegade brood that the Cerebrite's going. Instead of making it so that he's, like, summoning all of your units in, make it so that he temporarily unallies with you or something. Maybe he's just hostile to you, period. But if you can carve a path for your Yggdrasil, which is 1,000 fucking health for some reason, because that's what the Yggdrasil has in the vanilla editor, or maybe it had, like, 800, I don't remember how much health it had in this mission. Bottom line is, it's a pretty tanky transport. So if you would need to bring the Yggdrasil over to those beacons, you could probably get away with doing that if all of those bases are run by AI or something, and then, you know, you kill just enough of it to get in there and then take over it. You know, you're taking control away from the Sarah, but then it actually feels like there's some story impact when or there's a gameplay impact to that story element, and you're using the player's actions to tell a story, because you're supposed to be acting as Kerrigan, or for Kerrigan at the very least, on her behalf. And so when she shows up there, like, it should feel like you were acting on her behalf, doing tasks that would have benefited her. And so if you're against the Cerebrite and these Terrans, then carving through the Terrans and, you know, destroying enough of the Cerebrite's forces to get and, you know, claim their bases, that would have been cool. That would have been something that felt pretty thematic. And instead we just get this weird shit where they're neutral, and sometimes they order all of our units to attack move to his location for some reason. I don't know what's happening with that. So it's just none of it was ever really presented properly. And there's, like, concepts that you could say are okay, they might work as a premise for a mission, but they were executed so poorly in this that I don't really feel like there's anything else that really needs to be said. I feel like it was a pretty self-explanatory result. So if you have any ideas that you want to echo from stuff that I said, or if you have some points of your own for Christopher Ang, please leave them in the comment section or message him on Discord. As I've said before, we'll be moving on to the third map. I don't remember how many there are. I think there's only like 6 or 7 or something. I think there's like 6 maps and an epilogue or something like that. So we'll keep on trucking.